Well, what can I say? Except that I'm sorry that the quality is only getting shittier and shittier. It's because I still haven't figured out how this camera works. I have more to say about this chapter, Fairy Tale chapter. Well, it's amazing, really, and well, not really amazing. What I mean is, Hiro is one of the few, well, one of them writers who can combine fan service, friendship, and suspense. Because, well, at the first, this manga starts with on the ecchi side. At the beginning, first off, they're back at Warod, and he jokes about paying them with a potato, but instead he lets them take a bath in his amazing spring. And note on that page that it's only Ersa who do not have a towel on her. I mean, there's some writing that says that she is quite she doesn't really have so much modesty when it comes to being naked. So yeah, there you can see that again. I gotta say, but I still prefer. I think her boobs and the rest of her body looks better. But it turns out this bath is for everyone, as even Gray and Natsu are there. However, they are not so shocked by the girl's body. Well, they are still blushing, but they're saying something like, "We have seen you naked so many times," so it has wore off. Even Warren joins them, and then Ersa wants them to Gray and Natsu to wash her back. And even though they don't want to, Natsu does it anyway. And then comes the emotion part. Warod reveals which guild he belonged to, and he also tells a little bit more about the fairy tale philosophy that Mavis created. I'm gonna read them all for you. The spirit cares even now, and you have all succeeded at. That very spirit will become the key to your success and triumph. I felt in the moment I met you all. But the more important things is, Mavis once said, "Comrade isn't a simple word. Comrade is about heart. It's the unconditional trust in your partners. Please lean free to lean on me, and I too will lean on you as well. There will be painful times, sad times. You are never alone. The hope we carry are matched by a number of stars twinkling in the night sky. Now let's take a stroll to the melody from the song of the fairies." And there's also some other words here. The rusting of the wind on the bodies are premonitions of what's to come tomorrow. And I'll be through you thick and thin. I had to read up all that because I could not memorize it. But come on, even you despisers who hate this constantly Nakama crap or whatever, you had to admit that's kind of poetic and touching. Now let me think what you think. Then comes the suspense part. It's Natsu asks if Ward have heard about the end and the Book of Seraph, but he says no. But Ward reveals that the Guild of Tartarus has been something they have feared for a long time because no one really knows so much about them. But apparently few witnesses have seen them, that they are gathering and are worshipping demons. And it's said that they may carry the Book of Seraph. And Gray gets a little angry at that. That could only mean that it still seems that Gray will play a extremely big plot in this new arc, or maybe is this arc? I don't know. Either way, that's and then Natsu of course throws a fit, only to forget that he was actually washing Ersa's back. So he actually unleashes all of his frustration right on her head and back. And then Ersa retaliates. What can you say? Weird. But funny. As I said, a perfect combination of fan service, emotionality, and suspense. I had no problems with this, seeing that I'm one of the few lifelong fairy tale fans, but still, what did you think? If you do not just criticize how bad the quality and the sound is, please comment on what you thought about this chapter.